question for the cosmic engineer. Is it all you believed it would be? Hey God, why don't you take me home? Pick me up, I got a ticket to go. Yeah, you know I'm coming home anyway. So we might as well blast off today for fun. Waiting on my spaceship to come. How much pain can we bear, deep blue? I'm pretty sure my mission is done here. How much more do you
Go
want
get
from
water.
me? Haven't I earned a right to be a nominee? Float out past the Pleiades. Hey God, why don't you take me home? Baby, I got a ticket to board. And you know I'm coming home anyway. So we might as well fast off today for fun. I'm waiting on my spaceship to come. Hey God, why don't you take me home? Baby, I got a ticket to board. Yeah, you know I'm coming home anyway. So we might as well blast off today for fun. Waiting on my spaceship to come. Waiting on my spaceship to come. I'm waiting on my spaceship to come.
Thank you, Judy. Hey, Jess Palmer. Grand Rising indeed. How was bowling yesterday? How did the bowling go? Are you guys like bowling experts? Did you get over 100? First card up, number 11. We are in the 11th month, the 11th hour. Expression. Express yourself. Peacock energy. Roar. Happy Moon Day. It's Monday. It's practically full moon, whether it is only tomorrow or not. The full moon energy is like rawr. And I got glimpses of the moon last night through the clouds and stuff. So it's very halo-y, a lot of color. At sunset, as like there was no sun left per se, when the moon was rising, there was color that was around the moon, but there was also a line of a rainbow to the south of the moon. And there was 3 of us. I saw the rainbow, and Lily saw it too, but the other person did not see it. So 2 out of 3 saw the rainbow. Jess, agree, need to have my ball from my GPA fitted for my hands, but I believe I'm good. Oh, right on. Personally, I learned even more about myself, about how I'm like really not competitive. I really don't care if I win or lose, or even how I play the game, because I know I suck. But one of the things is that it was like 5 pin for us, and there was no smaller balls. And the weight and how big they are for my little hands and even Lily's, it was hard to hold on to. Grandpa, GPA. Aw, aw, I didn't know what GPA was. That's so cool. Can you do that? Like change the way that it fits so that it's more customized for yourself? There has to be a way. Okay, I gotta find the book. Sea Otter. Sea Otter. Yeah, they re-drill it. Yeah, and then buffer it to make sure that it's not scratchy and stuff. That'd be neato. I used to have my own bowling shoes, but I gave them up in 2019. Um,
When was the last time you went bowling that wasn't, last week?
the last time I went bowling that wasn't last week is the last time we went bowling when we went in Haileybury when you were like 4.
Yeah,
That was the last time.
yeah, that was a long time ago.
75 to $100 for the redrill, and a new ball is 200 and up. What color is the ball, Jess? What color is it? Just wondering. Is there like words or numbers on it? I know, I'm super curious now. Hi, Trace B. Dreamed I woke up wearing t-shirt, underwear, barefoot in London. London, baby. King and queen standard playing card signs were everywhere. Then I woke up in a car full of people pulling plugs out of me with this. No way. Okay. Do you remember any of the playing cards? Did you see all of them? Whoa. What color was your underwear and your t-shirt? Lily's like, huh. Well, I'm wondering, right? Because that's, whoa. If it was me, I would want to remember, did I dream that in French or in English? Because it's rare that I dream in French, but when I do, it stands out even more. Pulling plugs, blue shirt, white underwear, roar. That's my kind of girl. I love it. Blue, of course, blue shirt. Whoa, blue shirt, blue truck, pulling plugs out of you. Spark plugs. No other playing cards. Huh. For me, I have 2 playing cards right in front of me in plain view. Like you saw, I just went boom and grabbed. And one of them is the extra card from the Milky Way Soul Tribe deck, the Brian card, which is the Ace of Diamonds. Brian Barnett, Milky Way. And then the second one that I have, I've had this since 2009, January 2009. I had what I called back in the day a panic attack, but what I know now and not long afterwards was actually like a mega like heart opening. So my heart chakra like busted wide fucking open because of this card. It was in my kitchen. I was randomly going to the fridge for something, Trace. I don't remember if 12:27 could have been the time in the middle of the night. I don't know. I can't remember why I wrote these numbers down. But I went to the fridge, and then when I looked down at the card, like my heart chakra just like boom, like to the point like back in the day in 2009, I thought I had had like the most like horrifying panic attack ever. It took me like a week to like for my body to like assimilate back to itself. So I don't know, when I read your dream, I can't help it. Those are the 2 playing cards right in front of me. That's so cool, Trace. Thanks for sharing. I'm not bringing back recall from my dreams right now, My dreams are so busy that it's like I wake up in the morning sometimes and I literally go and check I go online and I check my bank account to see if I've got a deposit because I wake up knowing just how much work got done and like super proud knowing that like my spiritual bank account is like so big that my human mind, me, wakes up going to check to see, you know what I mean? Which doesn't even make any sense, but that's how I wake up. I would say most mornings for about a week or so, and waking up super happy and satisfied, taking a lot of time to wake up when I wake up. Like it's, oh man, it's like shaking off cobwebs. It's like coming back to my body and not in like a zero way that feels like something came and got me or something's inside of me. Like it's me. And I know by the feeling of waking up proud and like happy, right? And my first thoughts in the morning that are my mind monkey that are like, ew, or not important, my heart like literally like tells my head to shut up. It's like really cool. So I'm not waking up with a chatter that can be the one to have the power of the day. Like my heart has the power of the day. It's really neat. Blue, Faye, a couple of months ago, like in August, when I was like, ugh, I'm gonna die. Like, this is the worst like I've ever felt, like ever. And she said to me, she said, you are feeling this way now so that when like another kind of shit hits the fan, you're going to be so calm. And even within the pity party, like I can't see through the fog, back then when she said that, it was like my faith kind of thing to hang on to that, okay, if I go through this now and really feel it, the calmness is going to come. So they were trying to unplug me from something. I was so like, whatever. Did you feel like the unplugging was relieving you? Like as if you were getting a massage and it was a relief? Or did you feel like, where you say I was so like, whatever, where it's like, do what you want, like it just doesn't matter type of thing, that whatever? Or was it just complete surrender of whatever's happening? Good. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. I don't know. These are the thoughts. Do what you want. Yes. Like a full surrender feeling, Trace. And I can't help it. Like I would like validation of that if you can. Because one of the last things that I wrote yesterday to someone in a text was like, this is it. This is like that full surrender of full trust. And right? And like walking the talk of being ready for things that are so surreal that, you know what I mean? I don't know. I got a shit-eating grin though when I feel what I want to say, but I don't have the words for it yet. Maybe surrender. Well, the first card up earlier, Trace, I don't know if you were here at the beginning and just hadn't like written anything down, but if you saw it, for the numbers of it is 11, expression, and the peacock energy and the colors, right? And if you want, I'll pull a card or two and see if you get more confirmations of anything. 18, Sea Otter, transformation. Transformation is a true constant when we allow it. We can change our future and learn from our past. The movie with Heath Ledger, A Knight's Tale. We can rewrite our stars, right? That was the whole premise of the movie. William knew and always had faith that he could change his stars. and he changed his stars and got the soul family through his authenticity, right? I don't know. Did you see that movie, Trace? Don't mean to just point out Trace or point. Whoa, point. Pointing. But I'm not sure who else is here in the chat of seven, but I use that movie the way that I'll use Hook or The Princess Bride for certain things that stand out in that movie about authenticity, right? And how when William at the end is in the gallows, his soul tribe, his family, his people, his dudes with the chick, they don't leave him, right? So even when he's sentenced to die, they still stay. So when the king comes out and he uncloaks himself, that's what he points out to the crowd is the valor of this man has people who are willing to stay here and stand by his side while he dies. Like, do you understand how much valor this man has to have this at his side, right? And then he knights him, right, and gives William his stars for real. It's an amazing movie. I haven't watched it in a really long time. The soundtrack, Trace, is super, really good. Like the flow of it. Hi, Tanya D. Tanya with a YD. Good day, all. I'm listening. I'm baking a chocolate cake from scratch. Roar. Much love back. Yummy. Me loves chocolate. Chocolate cake's my favorite. You haven't seen it? It's really good. The imagery, I don't watch many movies, but when I do, you can be sure they moved me, and it's just like raw, right? The imagery, the soundtrack of the movie itself, the acting is like on point. Like it's back in time with the soundtrack of movie that's of our times. So it goes and reaches all like the past life type of vibes, but with this lifetime as well. Like it's really cool. Anyways, we should only try to transform ourselves, not someone else, as this is against free will. Wow, free will, William. William, free will. Okay. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little bit and rise. Yeah, rise like bread. Okay. Damn, I'm trying to think of anything else that I dreamed of, but my recall is not coming up for me. Playing cards. Card number 45. 4 and 5 is 9. Shakti, transformation. Wonderful change the fit in your life when the Hindu goddess Shakti comes to support you. All of your longing, desire, and focus on something better in your life, coupled with your willingness to do the work, has ignited, boom, Anita. When I see the word ignited, I always think of Anita, the life force energy of the great goddess. She responds now to bring you your heart's desire. Rar. Looks down at the blue truck, which is symbolic, by the way. Know that now is the perfect time to move into your highest version of yourself. Are you ready for this change you so badly wanted? I'm actually scared shitless a lot sometimes when I think about like the change and stuff. If that makes any sense at all. Everything depends on how honest and clear you have been and how willing you are to explore other ways of being authentic in the world. Other ways of being authentic in the world. And that thing, because your authenticity is your own, but the more mirrors or people that you have in your life testing the reflection of that authenticity, there is a way that you have to explore your own authenticity and keep it stable, but match it to other frequencies without stepping out of your authenticity. Hey, Carl with the K page. How's it going, eh? Hey, Jen. Hope you're well. I am. Welcome, UK energy. Boom, boom. Got little magic boss right there. I know. I'm a weirdo with my little like sinks everywhere, but I can't help myself. I love them. Welcome in, dude. How's everything going? Okay. Everything depends on how honest and clear you have been and how willing you are to explore other ways of being authentic in the world. You have the magical feminine divine energy of the creator goddess Shakti to help you when you become open to doing things differently. You're stepping into your destiny. Do so wisely and without guile, and you will be amazed at the way your world awakens with breathtaking beauty. I'm going to read the alignment message because I don't know, just I have the breath for it and the patience and wherewithal, so I might as well, right? I don't know what people need as the message today, so whew, flow it all, Jen, flow it all. Yes, go, go, go. Okay, sometimes people and situations come into your life as a kind of change agents that turn your life upside down. You know you've pissed me off if I've actually said to you, are you a fucking agent? Right? Looking back in the last 3 years, and I swear I would wish right now that somebody would have the balls to be like, oh, I'm sitting here and you have called me that. And I'd be like, yeah, baby, I did. Thanks for helping me. But in the moment, I've actually like said to people like, are you fucking being paid to fuck with me? Like, are you a fucking agent? Are you being paid to make sure I'm like going batshit without, you know, it being too obvious? Holy fuck. Oh, cracks me up. Okay, I'm gonna start over. I didn't mean to go off the track. Trace, I love our weirdness. Me too, it's the best. The more people actually show and like validate it, that the more that there's like deeper roots embedded, eh, Trace? Okay, sometimes people and situations come into your life as the kind of change agents that turn your life upside down. What you thought was real and expected is challenged by someone else's perspective or behavior, which you have no control over. This can be painful and deeply confusing, indeed. But the creator goddess Shakti wants to offer you her guidance. Can you now see how everything that is off balance is actually serving you, helping you to open your wounds so you can finally heal? You know you are seeking this change. This holy crap, this is big, guys. This magical metamorphosis, say that 5 times. Magical metamorphosis.
Magical metamorphosis, metaphor. I can't even say it twice. Magical metamorphosis.
You just made up a whole other word. It's not metaphorsis.
Magical metamorphosis.
It's not menaforces either. Metamorphosis.
Magical metamorphosis.
Porpoises? There's no porpoises. This is not the. She like all the way in her fort back there, like repeating it 5 times.
Magical metamorphosis. Magical metamorphosis.
You know you are seeking this change and this magical metamorphosis for a better life for you and your loved ones. My loved one in the fort back there. Right now, your alignment task is to to love that part of yourself that sabotages your efforts to move forward. Love the insecure part of you, the one that's jealous, the one that sees the not enough when the world is truly full of potential. Life loves you. The feminine aspect of the universe, the great goddess herself, all your angels and all your guides and helpers. Whew, that's a big team, eh? Remind you that you came here as a spiritual being learning to co-create the world anew. That's important. Carl, we love you, Jen. Roar, thank you. Okay. Magical metamorphosis. Right on. Whoa. Check this out. Okay, 2 different decks, 2 different authors, and you know what I mean? Like, they're not connected per se, right? And look at the shading of the way the colors are in this card, right? Cool beans. Oh, this is the one that I'm looking for and I can't find. Well, I haven't found yet. And that's why I got this, because I couldn't find the garnet, specifically garnet, but hopefully the spessartine. So I got the carnelian, because it was available where I was at the time. Okay. Pull the card, John. Read the card. 53, 8, spessartine, garnet. I'm a garnet because I'm January. Yeah, I'm wondering like to what point the flow, right? This card talking about the change and transformation, and then this card that flows well with the color. Let's go into the essential meaning. Charm and charisma, shining and sparkling, being a brilliant beacon of confidence that inspires others. Every one of us is a being of light meant to shine and sparkle. Your light draws others to you, for we all seek the light. The message of Spessartine Garnet Spirit is to embrace your natural charm and magnetism. Do you think you're not all that special? Because if so, that is only because you have not discovered your natural charisma and expressed it. The conscious universe wants you to let it shine out, for your dazzling brilliance will be a beacon for others as you walk the healing path towards discovering your destiny. You can attract those who will help you and those who will benefit from all that you have to share, your talents, your love, and your joy. This flows with what I was talking about too, with the movie premise of A Knight's Tale, of the soul family, the staying till the bitter end, the changing the stars, the people who work together to change their stars, right? And the first card, like this was the second, the transformation. The sea otter was also transformation, right? That's double transformation. But the first card that I pulled today was 11, expression, that peacock energy of let it shine. So it's all, right? All the cards are flowing towards the same that encouragement, that flow. Damn, that's me. Maybe they were unplugging my wounds. In the dream, Trace, it feels pure, first of all. It feels like the ultimate detachment. It feels like others helping as well, right? Like that you got into a car and others were doing this, Trace. Like that feels beautiful to me. Yeah, I'm really intrigued by your dream too. That's why as well, if anything else comes up with the cards, sometimes it's just one word that can help you open up something else. It's interesting, really intriguing. Am I correct though, from my perspective, to feel like safety from it? Is that what you feel as well, Trace? Okay. You can attract those who will help you and those who will benefit from all that you have to share, your talents, your love, and your joy. We are also lucky to have you, like all of us, here right now on this planet. We have to feel our magnetism, express it, shine our light in all of our glory to inspire others, and let ourselves draw in whatever and whoever is there to help us on our journey. You are a unique being with a light only you can emit. Do you think you have to work harder to make people like you? What if your actual soulmate is out there waiting for you to stop trying so hard and just be your glorious, amazing, brilliant self? What if your soulmate is waiting for your beacon to send out the message, I'm here and I'm ready for a partner to shine with me? Today's a good day to recognize that that all that is attractive in you, and stop trying to hide some of it. Like, don't pick and choose, right? Be comfortable about seeing yourself in all your glory. Just shine bright. Meditation with the stone might be challenging because its energy feels like that of a bossy cheerleader. The stone is a must for building and finding your self-confidence, personal power, and creativity. Spencer Garnet asks you to stand up straight, hold your head high. Hey, baby girl, there you are. Anyone else who's here just doesn't feel like chatting today? Welcome in, guys. Hey, Heidi. Yes, with you. Roar, yes. I like that, eh? This stone feels challenging because it's the energy of a bossy cheerleader. Yeah. And I think, like, reading this and how I'm kind of, like, giggly about it is because, like, the way, yeah, the bossy cheerleader, I love it. You're not a bossy mama bear sometimes. It's not bossy. It's just pushy. Yeah, like the cheerleader in Greece. Heck yeah, baby. You give me lifelong friends. um, the foundations of those of us that we've laid, like, track over track over track to invest time consistently to exchange energy together. It is like the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's the knowing that there's the actual quirk without it being held back, right? Like, I'm gonna go specifically with you, Heidi. Okay? Like, I know you just got here. Don't put me on the spot. Yes, but specifically with you. You're not on the spot, but when I think of that convoy morning and it was like this thing that I'd had visions of my whole life. And in the morning moment of getting ready for it, like I crashed. I was like fucked up. And how you like pulled my snotty little face through so that I could like show up for that. You know what I mean? Just, anyways, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Because even in the moment of the knowing that it was just so big, and I spent that whole day, like, it was minus fucking 30 degrees out there. It was fucking cold, right? And so we were in and out of the car. Even when we were in the car, we had the layers on. And sometimes I'd look at Lily and I'd be like, you sure you want to stay? Do you want to go? And she'd like, no, we're good. Because we stayed 9 hours. But it was surreal because I was little and having the visions of the convoy, and it came through with the movies back in the day, and certain songs, and certain people in my life path. But the accumulation of, like, when you get to the vision moment, and then with life, what it threw at me as some sort of like weird ass fucking test, and it like completely threw me off my rocker, right? But yeah. And Kelly that morning, like, oh my gosh, like you and Kelly that day, I swear. I swear. I'm gonna leave it at that, but that's the thing. If I had allowed myself to be vulnerable that day and like be like gagging for help on some level, right? Through the snot and tears and my feeling that I had, like, I don't have the words because I'm going to get emotional now. Yeah, Heidi, I shook my pom-poms. Yeah, my pom-poms are in the other room. I don't share the pom-poms on screen. Heidi, oh, I'm so grateful, but you did that. I did, but I needed it was the way that it's like a double and then it's a trinity or more, right? But I needed the amplified. You know exactly, yeah. I was just there for you to give you a push. Yeah. Yeah. Mine are air pom-poms. Right on. Carl, we are all here to help people through the path of life. Yep. No. But the thing about that too, Carl, and anybody else that's listening, you know what I mean? We are all here to do that, but the resistance and the fear of emotion, right? One of the reasons I can sit here with like a shit-eating grin on my face about Heidi being able to witness and hold space for me is because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 50 years old and not many people can handle me at my worst. And by handle me, I mean to be able to be on a FaceTime, looking at my pain, right? Seeing it, not just hearing it through the phone or face to face. Like, people are afraid of my pain and the way I express it, especially if I'm in like full blown, like, and whatever's coming out of me. And it's not that it's violent or extreme or anything, but it's raw, it's real. It's like seeing and witnessing like every single thing that everybody else walks around and bottles up, and then when they do let it out, but in the moment, like it wasn't bottled up pain, it was real time, like going through it. But that she was able to witness that, it didn't like drag her down and make her feel bad. She amplified to push me, but in a way that elevated me and kept her elevated. I didn't bring her under. She didn't like fall into grief or sadness or worry because of my pain. She witnessed it, held the space, and and just cradled it instead of that human matrix thing of repel, right? Oh, stop crying, or like putting like band-aids everywhere and sugarcoating words, and like it was just like so, right? Like, whoa. So, like, true witness, the freaking difference between, like, you know what I mean? And none at all, or something that someone does invest. So they're cradling it, but with worry and anxiety. Does that, right? So that's why, Carl, or right, anybody listening, that's why sometimes, you know, those of us who are really huge empaths, we can be in a public place, for example, and someone speak to us about like life stuff, and then all of a sudden they'll look at us and say like, my wife doesn't even know this, or my husband doesn't even know this, because it's something so big what they let out as, like, let's just say like let's say it's a veteran or a nurse or something. So the vault of them, what they were holding inside, they can't just flippantly say when they go home what they saw, what they did, what they witnessed, what they were a part of, can be told to a stranger in a way that that stranger can cradle that, hold it as pure witness without emotion and worry and pain and such things. So to have someone who loves you to be able to witness you as well, that's what the unconditional, that part that's there, right? Yeah, where I said where I was at my worst, it was at my best as well. It was her best because it was her true signature self. Exactly. And that's why people can be afraid to witness other people's true signature self, because if you witness me as that, there's a part of you that has to be there as well, right? Because seeing me as my true signature self makes it that you can't help but see yourself as yourself. So that's why they're repelling, because witnessing somebody else's pain when you're not ready to witness your own, whoa, that makes like people like pop, pop, pop everywhere, right? Like, ooh, wall, barrier, barrier. Yes, Carl, we all need that one person in our lives. Yeah. I don't strive to ever believe that it's one consistent person, but that there always, I would wish for everyone that there would always be like that one person, even if it's a passing angel passing through. Yeah, Heidi, I was there through the snot all holding you. Yeah. Rar, Trace, they were holding me in the back seat. My legs were lying across two laps. Feels like, it doesn't feel like, that gives me a flashback of high school. Flashback of high school where I would have just been in the back seat and like my legs like sprawled across who the fuck ever's back there with me. Or front seat with the legs on the dash, even up still now, you know what I mean? But though I say high school because I had a specific, like, I can see us and we're driving a certain spot and I want to sit in the back because it's a long road trip and I'm sprawled. Sprawled. Oh, roar. Organic. She's beautiful in all forms of herself. Roar, thank you. And I amplify that. I believe that about everyone. I think one of the hardest things, like in this part of this timeline that we're in, this part of my life, like just in the now, present, is the that hiding back and the shirking away, or the thinking that there's not beauty in all of it. And I shared in my community posts earlier, Angie Witchmoon, she don't make a lot of videos these days, but when she does, holy shit balls. And you know, it's like a 3-minute video. It's in my community posts. I'm caught up in the chat, so I'll grab it in a minute too. I'll share it here. But speaking about like just authenticity with her granddaughter and emotion, and speaking a certain way, and you know, that's it. That's the ultimate. And to what point that it's really hard, like in the now, like what I was trying to give the example now, like the knowing that there's a part of somebody holding themselves back to be the vulnerable part, like the holding back, where it's like, you know, you can't grab the hand and it's the free will and it's fine, but how that is so clearly what it is that makes this collective what it is. If that makes any sense at all, the way that I said it. Oh my gosh, my words are flowing in ways I'm not sure if they make sense. Yeah, Heidi, that old, like, it was a Thunderbird, T-Bird, black Thunderbird. Big cars had great big couch seats. Yeah. Carl, you are you. Don't let anyone get you down. Yeah. Trace, yes. This dream is so vivid. All of my dreams are. But this one really, really speaks. Yeah.
I just almost put the cereal back in the fridge. Back in the fridge.
The playing cards too, eh, Trace? Let me grab a couple animal cards. Roar, Silver. Silver Thunderbird, Jody Messina. Oh God, little G. My mom had a Silver Thunderbird with a burgundy trim and seats. Roar. Nice. Well, I dreamed about a truck the other night, and I couldn't identify the color.
Was it blue?
I don't know what color it was. I just said that. I don't know what color it was. Yeah, Trace, that car was huge. A boat,
Listen to it
baby.
sizzle.
It says 7-7 on my screen. Snap, crackle, pop. Yeah.
Sounds like fire.
That was my Adam's car. We would switch from the Thunderbird to the Chevette. From a little baby to big mama. Let's say we drove around in the Chevette more because it was the better, like, 80s bang for the buck gas, and then the Thunderbird was for like other things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nice bowl. Yeah, we's fancy. We have like 5 bowls all together. That's one of them. There's only one crack in it. Is there a crack in that one? Oh, that's the crackless bowl. Oh yeah, baby. It's all even.
Buy them. My sister David took
Yeah. I was gonna say, we're so fancy, they're even all hand-me-down dishes from my daughter. That kid bought and got gifted and had so many dishes that when we moved in next door from having purged everything in 2019, and then Amy was like, well, take a bunch of this. And I was like, awesome. Right on, Carl. Thanks. I'm off, Jen. Thanks for everything. Have a good night. Okay, number 8, Bobcat. Life is a mystery. Life is a mystery, Madonna. Like a prayer when you call my name. This card always reminds me of da 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 Romania, Alex. Always. Bobcat Spirit, card number 8. The Bobcat moves furtively and mysteriously, and when Bobcat Spirit appears to you, she brings a powerful reminder that not all things in life can be explained or understood through the power of the intellect. Trying to figure things out and find logical explanations or predict what will happen based on reason and facts will not provide you with what you wish right now, which is certainty and comfort. Bobcat asks you to trust in the great mystery. Let the secrets of the universe reveal themselves to you through direct experience. Allow your vision to slip into soft focus, and you will see between the lines and observe what has been hidden there all along. Exactly. I was listening to somebody stream the other day, and it was like when someone said something like, "When are certain things going to appear?" And it's like, that ain't how it works, honey. Things are already there. It's your veils that need to come down. It's your perception that needs to open. Things are already here in plain sight. You either have the access to see it or you don't. Some people are so attached to wanting to see the scenario from a movie or a book that they don't even realize that they have fae or fairy-esque or dragon-esque energies around them, because they really think that a dragon's going to come land on their little table and start talking to them like in a movie. Like, that's how imprinted, programmed, and the belief system of it's not even about the magic or the feeling of anything. It's going to have to be a ship like Men in Black and something so obvious and the whole world like lighting up, instead of you're already in the event and in a solar flash on a certain level, right? We do go through personal stuff because nothing is ever going to happen collectively if we can't handle it individually. So when you've seen certain things and you know what I'm talking about right now, you know what I mean of the like, things aren't going to appear, they're already there in front of you. Color doesn't get brighter, your eyes up level and upgrade, and your perception of wanting to allow more allows for more. You have to believe and feel it. It's not about it being proven and like shown to you from a movie perspective. Hey, Annie. I just heard a jet go over. It was Sun Airlines going to St. Cloud Airport in St. Cloud, Minnesota, right towards Genevieve.
I have to get every single Rice Krispie.
She's eating Rice Krispie, and there can't be any rice left. So that's the bowl, ting, ting, ting. Plus, can you hear her little tongue? She's practically like a kitten or a bobcat slurping up little bits. How's it going, Annie? The Oldsmobile. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
What the hell is an Oldsmobile?
A car, make. My parents gave me 22 Oldsmobile, passed down from my grandfather, with a white one, the brown one called the boat, and the one in the log. Yeah, with the log, roar. Okay. Allow your vision to slip into soft focus, and you will see between the lines and observe what has been hidden there all along. Bobcat Spirit helps you to know intimately the pulse of the divine in the world. Trust in the wisdom and revelations that come to you, yet know that understanding might not come as you would like it to. What you experience through your heart and intuition, which comes to you as the voice of your inner knowing, will guide you now as you accept that secrecy is woven into the fabric of existence. No matter what, the appearance of Bobcat Spirit is a sign that you're being called to trust, even when what is being revealed to you does not agree with your need for intellectual certainty. Protection message. Bobcat Spirit tells you that this is not a time to reveal your deepest, truest, most cherished dreams and desires to others, but rather a time to just be quiet and gentle with yourself as truths begin to emerge in your awareness. Self-protection is called for. Be discerning and selective, even secretive. Reveal no more than is necessary. People have a way of imposing their opinions on you, so pay attention to who you surround yourself with at this time. Be watchful and check your own motives as well as that of others. Be well of your own motives as well as that of others. For those who may potentially misunderstand your intentions and may not even be supportive. Let your logical mind take a rest as you start to perceive the energy of your environment. Bobcat wants you to be stealthy and wise. Keep your own counsel. Let yourself be a mystery yet to be revealed. Yeah, there's probably not one little Rice Krispie left at the bottom of that bowl. I said there's probably not one little Rice Krispie left.
There isn't.
Okay, whoa, you don't have to be violent. You don't have to get violent. There isn't. Sound like a pirate. Oh yeah, baby. Annie, I'm making a baked potato. Butter and cheese on it. Maybe some onion. Rawr. Oh yeah. Let's get another one of those. I should just pull 3. I love onions. Onions are important. Hi, Irene Walker. Oh, I'm gonna leave that right there. Trace, no way. I went to Wendy's and got the 4 for $4 yesterday. No way, Jose. Was it yummy? Okay. Kiki. I don't know if she's gonna pass through. Badger energy. I haven't been streaming a lot, so it stands out. Certain cards that are repeating themselves, and this is one of them, right? Even when I do stream a lot consistently, it stands out even more, right? How many cards repeat. But because I'm not streaming a lot, I would, when I have the various decks, pulling the same, some of the same cards is like, whoa. The junior bacon cheeseburger, yeah. I prefer junior-y stuff of like thinner and just like, I'd rather have more. I'm not really crazy about big chunks of meat or double meat and stuff. I'd rather have little burgers. Okay. 4 is the door. Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off. The results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk right now and being courageous and fearless and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will. That's the second card that has the will specifically, harnessing your will. Apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter what the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself. Be fearless and bold. Shine your light as your purpose calls you into the world right now. New relationships are also being given the green light right now. Don't be afraid to make the first moves. Badger Spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. I'm going to read the protection message. Me too! Oh, I forgot to listen to the Kings of Leon. Badger, I will do it today. Same. Huh. Maybe that's why the card came back up. For the reminder. Okay. Protection message. When the Badger Spirit comes to protect you, he reminds you that anger and aggression, argumentative behavior, and being a pushy little shit and manipulation will not result in positive outcome. I added the little shit part. I just figure there's not many people here. I might as well enjoy myself. Being a pushy little shit. And I say that because I am a pushy little shit, right? So he knows my perhaps someone close to you has excess Badger energy, or perhaps that energy is pent up in you. Either way, now's the time to calm down. Allow the energy to pass through you. Go for a hike or a brisk walk. Shake it off. Dance it off. Take a bath. But do not be so intense that you overwhelm yourself and others. The appearance of Badger Spirit also serves as a reminder. If you've been relentlessly pursuing something that keeps eluding you, the message says that it's time to surrender it up. Boom. The surrender. Remember earlier at the beginning of the stream, I said that was like one of the ultimate messages right now is like the true, like the radical surrender. Shitballs. This message is time to surrender it up to your higher power and focus on something else. Badger Spirit wants to protect you from self-will run rampant, from being obsessed with getting what you want in the form you prefer and the timing that fits with your notions of what it has to be. Remember that the world does not revolve around your wants. And that's about timelines, right? Because we do get what we deserve. We do deserve it. It's the timelines. It's not about just one person being ready about what they want, because everything that we want, whether we think it has to do with other people or not, it does. It does. So let's say we want a job. Well, the business has to be in operation for you to get the job unless you're the one opening the business, right? If the business is already existent, well, then somebody has to stop working in the position that they're working for you to get the job. So somebody's tower moment or new job has to come into place before yours can. So it's not about you don't deserve the job, or it's not even, it's meant for you, but the timeline has to come into fruition. It's still there, but it can't be there till another person's thing happens for them. I was just calling you in, Alex. You might not be happy about this card, but still it reminds me of you every time. Yesterday was also the card. Bonsoir, Geneviève. This is the last card. I was just saying, Alex. Remember, the world doesn't revolve around your wants. Better, more beautiful opportunities will be the result when you release some of the intensity along with your need to have what you want your way 100%. Hey, Squirrel Sniper. Greetings, beautiful souls from across the flat pond. Roar, welcome in. One UK exit, another enter. Carl Page was just here saying goodnight from the UK, and then you came in not long after. That's so cool. Whee! Tracy, maybe that's why I was dropped off almost naked. It's not what I would want, but here you go, girl. Ah, but depending on the temperature and the climate that you're in, that's a lot of clothes as well, right? A full t-shirt and then the white, the neutral underwear, right, Trace B? That's what I find beautiful, like the neutrality of just the white. It just implies like underwear, right? There's no MK programming in it. There's nothing identifying it as anything else but a covering that you need that is the original white panty, right? So that's like pretty intriguing in itself, just the fact of the blue t-shirt too, right? Could have been any color, could have had patterns, it could have had words on it. But for in a dream, it's a lot. Trace B, granny panties it was. Yeah. See, for me, I don't see granny panties as granny panties. I see them more as like the 50s-ish cut, like a Marilyn Monroe, like what she really would have been wearing as a panty cut back then, right? So we call it granny panties, but it's more just an old-fashioned or a boy cut. The plainness of it is cool. You know, versus all how so many dreams, Trace, where so many dreams are like embarrassing of like, ew, like I can't believe that's what, or you know what I mean? Or the nakedness or the uncomfortability of stuff. That's them. Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing like that true vintagey feeling. But again, yeah, that's cool. Okay. You driving now, Heidi? Squirrel Sniper, it's been a wet and windy 2 weeks so far. Hey, TWP, Popcorn, what's poppin'? Not much, dude. Just pulling some cards here. I might need a break soon. I've been on for like 60 minutes. I'm going to do a third of the animals. This is the deck I'm pulling from. Spirit Animal Oracle. Call up Aaron Reed. I had pulled the Bobcat, the Badger. That's double B's. And let's see what the third one is. And the 8 and the 4 also like flow into each other. 8, 4. Bobcat, Badger. Let's see what comes up. BBM. It does flow with the 4 energy and the 8. It's a 40. It flows with the colors as well. So Badger, Bobcat, and Mouse as the third one. BBM, Badger, Bobcat, Mouse. The 4, 4, Be Fearless and Bold. The 8, Life is a Mystery. And the 40, Tend to the Small Things. Hi, Dawn Morning. How's everything going, sweetie? How you feeling today? Tend to the small things. Sore but okay? Right on. Proud of you, sweetie. Thanks for coming in. Okay. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and the mouse spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it's easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as a small voice inside of you that says, "This doesn't feel right." Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you readily dismissed it as nothing big or nothing special? My spirit reminds you that what seems small might be more important and powerful than you think, so look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. Yeah, baby girl. Using the walker, relearning the simple task of walking. Is it a little bit like when you have a C-section and it's like you have to walk a certain amount, right? No matter, right? How does it feel? Can your higher self like see yourself like in a month and a week and 2 weeks, and just amplified healing, sweetie? When I saw you on the stream the other night, just your aura energy, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the weight lifted off of the action of the procedure. I'm going to just use the word procedure in general. The weight lifted off of that is it's like already a whole new you, if that makes sense. I'm wondering to what point you already feel it, or because you're like so physically grounded in your body through the pain that you can't see that yet of yourself. Dawn, I hadn't had the feeling in left foot and leg for 12 years. Roar. Whoa, wait, sweetie. For no wonder that aura energy is so just. Entering the protection message of the mouse, depending on where, right, where people are at. Are you too caught up in details, micromanaging others, and stressing out because you want everything to be perfect? Are you procrastinating because you want every detail to be just right, losing track of time and your priorities? Most spirit wants you to listen to your intuition and tells you that the detail you fear are overlooking. The details you fear you are overlooking will only appear when you stop obsessing. Most spirit will lead you to the nuance you need to notice, and you will diligently work to support you if you take a breath and trust that that guidance will be provided. Oh my God, that's a mouthful. Small gestures carry great power right now. Maybe you need to take action towards discovering what's going on that you might not be seeing, or towards mending certain situations. Ask a question. Do a little research. Listen for mouse spirits, quiet little squeak telling you, look here and tend to this detail. No kidding, honey. Dawn, the feeling of putting on a sock on the left foot almost made me cry. Yeah. Jake and Avatar is what comes up too. Might sound weird, but how Jake in Avatar, he didn't have the use of his legs, but then he did. Okay, I'll be right back. Traces the relief, Donnie, the wiggling of the toes. Yeah. Isn't it awesome, sweetie? I found it at a thrift shop at some point. It's just really simple. I love it. I love music boxes and stuff. I only have that one and the dolphin. Like, I don't collect them and do stuff or anything, but thank you, Dawn. Rawr. Thank you. Let's get one of these. It's funny because this deck is huge and it's the same 2 or 3 cards that always come back up. Roar, it is, isn't it? It's even like, I don't even do like brands and shit, but yeah, it's super comfortable. Hey, Super Day 45. Yes, please. Can I watch for a few minutes? I hope so. If you want to, I would be honored. How's your day going, dude? Yes, it does, Annie. Oh my gosh. It really does. Annie says, I had a half a quesadilla, banana muffin, potato. Hunger hits hard pre-winter. Yup. I got me some nice winter layers too. Temple of Dreams. Card number 36, 369. All good, Super Day 45. It's a really great day. Travis Tritt, it's a great day to be alive. Think I'll make me some homemade soup or stew. Anyways, okay. Temple of Dreams, sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. There are holy places in the hidden worlds where dreams are created, libraries where dreams that are necessary to be dreamt are stored. They are written in codes of light, woven into the energy field, then sent through portals and vortexes into the world of humans and delivered to the beings who are most open to receiving them. We do this with ideas and creations, and with most often with dreams. We create these dreams to inspire you, to offer you to the greatest moments of possibility, to send to you memories of other lives, to share preludes of the lives to come, to convey the connections that are between all of us and all of you. Your dreaming life is another life. Dream time is real time. It's not just a place where you go through your day or work and reverse your life. It does take place. It's the truth. But the dreams of the Spirit will come to you, written by the scribes of the priestess and the gods and all the divine ones in the temples of dreams. Only now recognize that the dreams you felt were only dreams, as in not real enough to possibly hold the significance you thought they might contain. They are real, dear soul. They are sent to you. They now belong to you, and they contain codes and energies. Oh my God, trace the dream. Oof. Okay? They contain codes and energies, messages, truths that can open you up until you feel wisdom breaking through your every cell. We write the dreams your soul needs the most, and we continue to send them to you. If you ask us, we send you the dreams you most need. The dreams contain the codes, energies, messages, truths that can open you up until you feel wisdom breaking through your every cell, from head to toe, down right to the knee, legs. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wee! Whoa, wow. Yeah, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Trace. cool. I just did a 3 card of Nature's Whispers, but I'm not going to read anything that's in the book because really the caption is self-explanatory. So I'll leave the image up just a little bit because the cards are pretty. They're so pretty. But I'm not going to read or go into it more because it's like self-evident. Hey, Nicholas. How's it going, eh? 27. Maintain your childlike spirit. That foresty energy. The dream forest. Swing. And the second one, 24. Be your best self always. On the seahorse. And then the third of that Trinity pull, card number 43, Love Matters. That white bird energy. There's also that ship sailing off. Right? He's glad you got sunshine, Dawn Morning. Says sitting out in the sunshine feels good. Yeah, and ask, the amplified healing. Rawr. Suck it out like just a beautiful flower, sweetie. Super Dave 45. Does the card say something new for Super Dave? Ooh, let's check. I'm gonna grab you one of these, Super Dave. Oracle of 7. 7 wonders. 7 wonders. 7 seas. Was there 7 dwarfs? I think so, eh? Yup. The memory, NED? Memory food. Hard to enjoy some foods. Makes me think of those who aren't here to share it with. Like it tastes bland and then I can't cry and eat. Yup. There's stuff that I won't necessarily cook. I won't make a scene of being in the presence of anybody who has that. I'm not even going to name it or label the food for what it is, but I won't make that stuff anymore. The association of even just sometimes saying certain things out loud and what it can, and the chef part of me has a lot of neutrality because I've made food I don't even like, right? I wouldn't even eat that. It's good. I don't like that stuff, right? Mushroom soup being one of them. Right? I mean, I like mushroom. I make a wicked cream mushroom soup. But yeah, the memory. Taste. Loves you, sweetie. Trace never had mushroom soup. Aw, thanks, Super Dave 45. Shared in your community. Well, this is the card you said. Do the cards have anything new for you? And this is the card I'm guided to. 19. Waking the Lion, Super Dave. Boldness. The courage to move forward even without knowing the way. Facing that which is difficult or painful. The audacity to step into the unknown. Regardless of outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos or disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have the deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see the magic if you do not take the risk, come to the edge of the certainty in your life, and leap into the unknown. You have no guarantee of immediate success. Still, you must summon the bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, or success, or your own power. The act of making the leap, no matter how final the outcome, is what awakens the lion within you. Be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take this away from you. What type of courage is called for today? Only you know, and only you have the power to choose your path. Know that it takes just as much strength and bravery to love and be vulnerable as it does to confront a personal challenge or a physical obstacle. Call on your strength, stand your ground, or consciously temper your emotional reactions. Do nothing and trust in your partnership with the divine. Whatever your choice is, you will not fail as long as you act with courage and integrity. Whoa, Super Dave, that was intense, dude. The colors emanating from this card, like, just like, right? The intensity of just that, the trusting of yourself, right? And this is for anyone who needs that extra little feeling of boldness and courage. Like, it really is the within and what you feel. Whew. Dawn, mushroom soup sounds yummy. Yeah, it's delish if you love mushrooms or if you even like them, but I don't. But I can still cook it up, right? Trace B says, I love Dave's boldness. Yeah. But that's the thing too, eh? Sometimes, Trace, those of us that do have an innate boldness that's not fake, so it's not super hard, it just comes naturally. It just gets really tiring to hold the ball. That feeling, right, of the when will tables turn, or the flip of the scripts. I shared a community post earlier. I can go and read it just to be like totally, you know. Give me a second. I'm not the best multitasker. But the division energy of 2020 will heal. And the hearts that couldn't open in the last few years will find their way to healing. Those who judged will heal. Those who projected will heal. Those who feared will heal. Something bigger is happening here. Trust humanity. But the higher perspective of those that are in that healing cycle and flipping into the, it's really clumsy. It's really raw. Um, when you're the one that's in the position of having known you were going to live a certain timeline, being in it is a whole other level. And so the way that it's flipping, it's not pretty, right? It's not all like, okay, those who judge will heal, those who projected will heal. Yes, but as they're healing, they're projecting more, they're judging more, they're fearing more. And that's pure. It's good. There's no good or bad. It's good. It's pure. But holy shit balls, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, nice. Dawn, that looks like the next color that I'm going to be coloring. The next picture I'm coloring, Lion Chief. Yeah, it is a beautiful saying. And I do believe in that part. But it can be bittersweet as well, right? Because just the getting to it. I'm going to leave it at that. I think you know what I'm saying. Hey, Bravery. Good now. Sending love. Love back at you, dude. How's everything? Happy Moon Day. What time is it even here? 15:25. That means it's 12:25 for you. Oh my gosh. Super Dave 45. Wow, I'm about to step into something new for real, and it is going to take the boldness. That's amazing. Thank you very much, Genevieve. You're welcome, dude. That's awesome. So this is the deck. Just love that dragon. Again, with the symbolism of I have not been streaming a lot. Within that time frame, I've got a few new decks, but same cards coming up. It's not a different one than the other day. It is the one who's acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. Consider the cost of an argument. Before you start an argument with someone, be it a partner, a friend, or a colleague, consider the consequences of doing so. If it goes too far, the fallout may be bitter, resulting in bad blood, grudges, and a breakdown in communication. Even if you win the argument, what you win might no longer be worth having. Yeah, and ultimately, what is there to argue about, right? This is so, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. No, 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 no. You're not going there. Wee! I can't make this up, guys. I was talking about mushroom soup, and guess what's on this card? Mushrooms and little elves making stuff at a cauldron that could potentially be soup. Mushroom soup. I like it. I love it. That's so awesome. It's the little bit things about the cards that keep me like in awe and wonder. Oh, I opened the book right to it too. Conduit. Duh. Oh, wow. Okay, card number 42. What a cute card. Yeah, there. Check for the elk slash moose energy. The acorn top that's falling is huge. And there's a little white sprite of a fairy. Check if you can see through the screen. Not through the screen, but you know what I mean. 42. Amanita. Conduit. A conduit. Channel. Bridger of realities. Connection to higher power. Celebration. Coming home. Family. Awakening. Commonly known as the fly Aminata, this plant has been used in folk medicine since 6000 BCE, making it one of the earliest recorded hallucinogenic plant medicines used for religious and shamanic purposes. In Central European folk traditions, fly aragic is perceived as a gateway to the world of nymphs, fairies, dwarfs, and hobgoblins. In almost every tradition, it's connected to the afterworld and into a deepening of sexuality. The ritual use of fly aragic, which is the other word for this. You see the little laddery? They would ceremoniously ingest and then enter a trance-like state, cross the gateway into the other world, after which others would join by consuming the urine to experience the psychoactive effects. Ooh, reindeer. I never thought to mention the reindeer earlier when I said elk, moose, reindeer. Duh. Reindeer love this red-capped mushroom, and once they eat them, they behave drunkenly. They twitch and they make strange noises and they run aimlessly. This led to the custom of tribal peoples collecting and ingesting reindeer urine as a safer way of taking this hallucinogen. Although amanita is considered a deadly poison, consuming the mushroom for enjoyment as an aphrodisiac for medicinal purposes is still common. Of course, because, okay, it might kill me, but it's an aphrodisiac. It's hilarious. I'm sorry. Oh. It was used medicinally to treat bites of venomous snakes, joint ailments, mental imbalances, and psychological fatigue. Since amanita has been a medicine used ritualistically for divination, extrasensory perception, channeling, and deep-rooted healing, it greatly embodies Neptune and Mercury's archetypes. Here's the guidance. I knew this was coming. Your channel is open. The earth spirits celebrate you as you come to one of your homes. You feel at one with nature and all her offspring and your extended family. You can clearly see through the veil, and your gift of profound insight is now at hand. You are here to be a bridge for the children of the earth. A conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. Embody the medicine of children. Laugh, sing, play, spread joy in the world, regardless of your age. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Explore your connection to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. Rawr. I like this one. Should I music box it again? Just to go get water? Is that your butt? Yes, breathing's important. I forget that sometimes. I'm not even going to joke about it, but because I'm serious. Like the holding of my breath still is my downfall. Tim O. How's it going, eh? You come from Super Dave's channel? All right on. We gonna check you out. Ooh, you do have videos. You're at 77. Rawr, nice dog. Me is 78. Tim. Is Tim for Timothy? Puppy training. Oh my gosh. Are you singing like Guns N' Roses Patience in your head? I'm not a puppy whisperer or a dog whisperer. Meaning I'm not a puppy trainer. Never really, well, yeah, I have tried. Yeah, I'm not a puppy trainer. Not the best at training puppies. I'm good with kids, though. I'm good with babies. Better with babies than puppies, maybe.
Better with babies than what?
Better with babies than puppies.
I'm better with puppies than babies.
You never even had a puppy.
I've never had one, but I've...
You know you're better with puppies than babies.
I get
Timo, I have cats too. Rawr, we have one cat. How many cats? We have one cat with claws. And someday he's going to have a dog in his life. I don't know when or anything. Divine timing and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know where he is. Sometimes he comes on the desk when I'm streaming, but not a lot. Okay. Trace B, my next dog's name's gonna be Little Doggy. I know my rooster's name because I want a rooster, but I don't really have a dog name. Except for maybe Artemis. I think if I had a dog that I could choose the name, depending on what the model, depending on the make and model. I'm such a breedery. I'm such a breeder. Depending on the make and model of the actual dog, Artemis. Make and model. I know. Ooh, right on. Barn kitties. I ain't had barn kitties since 2008, 2009. I actually made them into house kitties, you know, because it was really cold that winter. I swear, it was the first winter I ever saw like -50, like on the round thermometer outside, and it was like at -50, like it was right there, and it was like, holy gosh. Yeah, the kitties aren't staying outside. Oh my gosh. Do you have chickens and roosters if you have a barn, Timo? Yes, that's the even better part. Trace B says, even if I get the biggest dog ever, its still name is gonna be, his name's gonna be Little Doggy. Heck yeah. That's why it should be the biggest, fucking shaggiest white. I see white. I see the big shaggy white dog. The big shaggy white dog named Little Doggy. Oh my gosh. All right on, Dawn. Gonna walk some and listen to your healing voice. Cool. I'll try not to go into a rant and stay healing. But my rants can be healing. They're soothing sometimes. Right? You gotta get it out. Oh my gosh. Heidi, are you still here, honey? Heidi is driving, but her dog's name is Dexter too. Anita's dog's name is Dexter. We've just found, boom, we've just found another Dexter. The puppy's daddy's name is Dexter. Okay, this puppy's crazy, Dexter. What's the puppy's name if the dad's name is Dexter? This is getting personal, Tim. What's the mama's name? Oh my gosh. It's a genealogy. Puppy genealogy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna grab animal cards. Maybe I'll pull the dog. The dog came up yesterday in my cards, though. The dog came up yesterday. Tim O. I started with 22 hens this summer, and I'm down to 7. The damn bobcat? Are you shitting me? Oh, guess what? That's a funny synchronicity. About, I don't know, I've been on for over an hour. I pulled the bobcat card. So you started with 22 and you're down to 7? And was every single casualty of the bobcat? No wonder you got a dog. Damn. You need to start peeing around your, like, chicken coop or something. That's a lot. Peeing around your chicken coop. Just little tips. Puppy name. Is the puppy's name crazy? That'd be funny. That'd be funny if the puppy's name was crazy, because if you're at the park screaming for your dog to come at the dog park or something, I talk like somebody who goes to dog parks, but I'm not really that kind of human. Okay, no, it's not the dog, but it's double mouse. Trace, you were here earlier. The mouse came up, I don't know, 20 minutes ago or something. And now is the field mouse. Double mouse. One stream. Message here was like attending to the small things. Paying attention to details that you overlooked before. Looking at the greater picture to see the small details. And now the second mouse. Field mouse specifically. Rar, it has the wheat. I'm trying not to touch my wheat that grew beside the door too much, but it's pretty dry. Tim O, the chickens and the cats are training the puppy. Ooh, nice. Oh, really? That's the best. Athena's the mom, and his name is Moose. Rar. I just mentioned the moose before you came in. There was a card. Well, maybe you were even here. I said this is either an elk or a moose. Dog named Moose. Rar. That's awesome. Okay. Pay attention. Focus. This is what happens when there's no numbers on the cards and I gotta look in the glossary. Field mouse. Success. Hang on, I need a sip. Trace B, I asked that mouse to stop talking to me. Timo, we used to have 5 dogs on the ranch. Right on. Depending on how much, what you got going on, that's about the right number, that what's needed for the balance of certain things, eh? But then again, sometimes not. It depends on the dogs. Field mouse, success, believe in yourself and dare to dream big. Mouse is small but powerful, proof that you don't have to be the biggest or loudest personality to be heard. He has super sharp senses and is quick on his feet, adapting easily to any new environment. Mouse shows you that you can make the most of what you have, no matter how hard the circumstances seem, no matter how many odds are stacked against you. You have the power to thrive. And when you triumph, you will feel such a sense of fulfillment and pride. No matter how small you feel, we all have a place in this world. We can survive and grow together. You can achieve huge things when you believe in yourself. Don't listen to what anyone else might say. Standing strong and listening to your heart. Find those who elevate you, right? The crystal companions for the mouse is honey calcite, orange calcite, and rose quartz. That's a lot, Tim. I live on a rice farm. Do you actually have rice?
What is rice even made of?
Rice. What is rice even made of? Good question. Rice patties.
No, rice patties. Rice patties are made of rice.
So he has 80 acres to buffer. One dog, 80 acres. It's like, I'll see you next week, bud. Go patrol the grounds. I'll see you next week. I'm just joking. Let it go. Tim says I'm in Northern California. Hello. Okay, I was sitting here and trying to be politically correct of like not screaming like, are you in China? I know it's bad, but because of the rice and everything, I know it's like, you know what? I don't feel bad because I'm Canadian, and people have asked me why I don't live in an igloo many times,
Really?
and I've hardly ever stepped in any igloos. And I've never, well, actually, I have. I have slept in a few. Not often or anything, but I have.
I've never been in an igloo with a roof.
Never been in an igloo with a roof. Well, we'll have to figure that out, honey. You gotta save the best for last. You're only 10.
How do you make an igloo with a... Never mind, I know.
Ice, baby.
I know.
Northern California. We actually have rice stuff here. Like, I think it's in the Muskokas or past the Muskokas, where they have like a humid belt. Okay. One time, no, that's too many. One time I asked my mom what Rice Krispies were made out of, like what it was, and she was like, well, it's made out of wheat. And she didn't realize Rice Krispies was rice. Do you make Rice Krispies, Tim? Like, not the brand, obviously, because that's just... Okay, I gotta stop. Card number 8. Into me, I see.
How do you even make rice though?
What do you mean, how do you make it?
Where does rice come from?
Well, check it out. I can't explain it to you. Like,
Explain it to me. I don't want to feel like I don't want to.
I don't know how. I can only like see it in my mind. Like, I'm actually seeing oh, this is gonna be so bad, but I'm actually only seeing scenes from Forrest Gump right now. Like rice fields from Forrest Gump. That's all I can see of rice right now. I don't. So I'm really not. We homeschool, by the way.
Do I have to go watch Forrest Gump?
We homeschool. So.
Mom! Do I have to go watch Forrest Gump to find out?
No, don't. I just spit. No. What I'm saying is, don't go watch Forrest Gump to find out how the rice is made, and no, like Google the real like life like thing, not like my head is thinking.
I can't even watch it.
I'm not always the best source. This is why we need the internet when we homeschool.
Just tell me.
I don't know.
Then you Google it.
I can't. I'm busy. I'm working.
Um,
I'm working. Indigo Rose. The child is piping in.
Huh?
Rar. Tim says, I don't even know how to say that number. It's so big. I have 80,000 pounds of rice seed in storage in case someone gets hungry. or I'll plant it next season.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I'm gonna really be honest here, Tim. I bought like two bags of rice the other day, and I thought that was like a lot to find a way to store in my little apartment here. No joke. Holy shit, I don't have any cupboards. I'm not really able to stock like for like the end of the world. Like it can only last so long for me. I have to laugh about it because, you know, my goals have always been to do a certain thing, but life has detoured me to here. That's a lot of rice, dude. How's everything going, Indigo Rose? I pulled a card. Day by day these days. Yeah, dude, the energies are so just a fluctuation, but that's always an amplification, right? I have to keep on the cabinet to hide in, but I wouldn't consider the rice. Ooh, can you imagine if our whole body was soaked, well, not soaked, but could be immersed in dry rice? It would be like a reboot. So, you know how when your phone falls in water, then all the humidity we would like, that would not be good. Hey, Allie, I'm being silly. No kidding, Tim. I was gonna say you probably don't eat rice often. Like,
No, you get sick of it.
seriously. I worked with ice cream when I was a teenager, and I still to this day don't really enjoy ice cream so much. But then again, my ex-husband also worked with milk products in a butter factory, so that's extensive knowledge of like what the smell is of, you know, milk and milk products. So yeah, it's not even that it's bad. Certain smells are bad, right? It's just like, whoa. Yeah, my necklace is carnelian, sweetie. How's it going, Allie? Okay. Into me, I see card number 8. Thank you, Indigo Rose. Whew. A lot of like just vulnerability and boldness in the cards today, guys. 8. Into me, I see intimacy, trust in another, dropping shields and rigid boundaries to allow connection, the willingness to be vulnerable. At certain precious moments, you're called into deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. Magical affinity arises with the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a greater understanding of yourself. I swear, I'm wondering, like, to what point, like, oh my gosh. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you to see your own patterns. What it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. Now is a time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change and heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Even if you can't possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connections. What do the dynamics in your relationships say? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk and see everything as beautiful, even in the imperfections, imagine how deep you could go. Ali, I'm doing pretty well, eating lunch, been knocking out major organizing and cleaning around here. I'm still looking forward to the eclipse. I am proudly procrastinating and haven't touched a goddamn thing since last week. Ali, I'm very humbled and proud and slightly, yeah, I haven't gotten to much yet. This being said, there's a plan in place. I'm just not there yet. Oh, the shedding. I want to say it's been an awesome week, but it's just Monday. But then again, okay, it's not about the numbers and all of the dates, so yeah, it's been an awesome week. That full moon, like, eclipsey energy is, like, surreal. I don't really have the words for it, Ali. There's a jello-y, neither here nor there, yet completely anchored and grounded feeling. Very calm, super calm. Lot of sleep, but waking up. Ali, I feel you, Jen. My place has been this way for too long, many years. Everything starts in the mind, exactly. It will always be there for us when we're ready. Yeah, and that divine timing of, like, just the knowing, because when I do it, it'll be the spot of where I'm meant to bring certain things. And for us, like, I downsized in 2019, and we've moved 1, 2, 3 times since then. And we ain't even been here for a year. And this is not our forever place. And we haven't been, although we have accumulated stuff, it's not so much, right? But this being said, there's still, like, the it's not even a purge at this point. It's like the outgrowing of clothes, because Lily is a whole other person than she was, right? So the clothes are, it's like having children's clothes randomly somewhere all of a sudden with Lily, because, like, yeah, she's almost my size, right? We're almost the same sizes. That's how the evolution so fast, right? So yeah, it's cool. There's not so much. And it is in the mind first. Timo, if you fell on a pile of rice, you would dry out. Yeah. I just think of how hard it is to choke on rice. I'm a chef, plus I've worked all sides of, like, I'm a retired chef. I'm not doing that right now or anything, but I've worked all angles of, like, restaurants and background and all of it. And so one of the most common yet freaky freaking things is people choking on rice. So it's not, like, common, like, every day or every week or every month. It's that surreal thing that happens out of the blue. And they still have plenty of breath, so you can't manually do anything to assist. But how long sometimes it can take somebody as they're basically fighting for their freaking life in front of you, it's like, oh my gosh, right? It's messed up. Indigo Rose, I just found out back in the day that lunar cycles determined years. By lunar cycle, we'd be in 5,000 something. Y'all may know that, but whoa, it blew me away. I think that's something I knew, but I never, it's not part of my timelines to focus on. And that would make super sense, the number 5 of it. But everything about the calendar and the stuff is just so, like, whoa, that, that's not the way, Tim. Oh my gosh. You're old schooly. Oh my gosh, someone is choking on rice. Just walk up and slap him in the face. I guess, but that's so fucking frowned upon here in Canada. CPR won't work. Yeah. Not that, yeah, they have to dislodge it themselves.
They used to have
But slapping in the face would definitely be an option
For what? Huh?
if you're choking. Not you specifically. The kids looking at me like, what?
Not anyone.
No.
Did I tell you a kid to share?
Yes, you did. Like scaring the shit out of somebody. It's kind of like the hiccups. Yeah, if you freak somebody just enough, that rice is gonna like dislodge.
Or choking them more to end their misery.
Oh, Lily. Lily's at that like legit Winona Ryder Beetlejuice phase.
Yeah. Shut up.
For real.
Shut up.
For real. Yeah. Yeah. So there's like a lot of, you know. Allie says, we're interviewing a cook tomorrow. Fingers crossed it goes well. Oh, I'm going to change my screen. I want my leisurely time back to fill with study projects, school, and creating. Yeah. No kidding. Rar, wish you the best for sure. Trey says, Allie, I remember you slicing the potatoes. Yeah, Indigo Rose. Yeah, the 5 and the 5D, the whole sacred seed that rises during lunar cycle, which, if correct, info's opposite process of the Kundalini. Just learning all this. Right on. Share, share, share. Allie, I had to chop some this past week. It's been a long time. I still got it. You know what's funny, Allie, is sometimes when I'm making food for me and Lily, which I don't really know how to make food for 2 fucking people. Like, I mean, technically I can, but I can't because I like having stuff ahead, or if I can freeze something. Like, it's just inside of my nature to have amplified food. But I'll like be peeling potatoes and it'll like crack me up that, you know, in another life, another part of my life, it was like 50 pounds, like, I don't know, 3 times a day that I was, you know what I mean, peeling, chopping, cutting, slicing, dicing, doing all the stuff, right? Yeah, Dawn. I'm going to save this one for after then. I want to pull you a goddess. Thanks for asking, sweetie. Dawn, can you pull me a card? Yeah, I'm going to pull you a goddess, sweetie. Trace B. I never once seen anyone slice so much so fast. Rawr, Allie. That's awesome. Me always loved my knife skills, and I never gave them up no matter what my position. Especially with the mentality that there's certain things that a sous chef or somebody who's prepping can do really, really super well that they're going to be proud to do. Whereas that knife work of prep and the quality and the consistency, right? Like, it shows in itself. Like that thing of if you're going to a restaurant because you love the fajitas and, you know, the slices, the way they're cut, and when you go that night and it's like, you know, there's 5 big chunks of peppers, so there's a big quantity, but they're not sliced. They're big chunks. Like, it's so weird, right? That lack of consistency that's like in your face. Like, what? Right? But... And by treating my sous chefs or preppers in a way that gave them like responsibilities that were like different and higher end, it made them universal. They could do anything. Really, Tim? Ooh. I love making knives for people. Rawr, that's so cool, dude. Okay, Dawn, you asked for one card. 2 fell out, honey. So, get ready for this. I'm gonna get more comfortable. Do you have knives on your channel, Tim? Allie, yeah. Years of practice and you have to know that you'll never cut yourself. Yeah, the only reason I ever cut myself is because I'm dealing with a knife that I shouldn't be. So it's usually somebody else's place that because their knife is not sharp enough, right? It's not even the quality. It doesn't matter what brand. It can be the cheapest knife in the whole fucking world, right? But that the blade doesn't cut enough, and then so a side swipe or something, me not paying attention. And I mean, for how long I've been using a knife in my life and how often, right? I don't cut myself much. It's so rare. But the knowing. Oh, I get it, Tim. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I don't show the knives or the guns on my channel, just the animals. I still want to see the knives someday, though. John, Uncle Dude wants a good knife set for Christmas. He's a great cook. I've always just gotten by with my just two basic knives. I don't even have the one, like my baby. I gave it up years ago. I've never had a knife set of my own. I always worked with what work had, but then again, I had the ordering, when I worked, I had the ordering power. I got to choose the inventory of what we had. Allie, knife making is so cool. Yeah, frickin' A, Cotton. Okay, I'm gonna read Dawn. 2 cards came up. I'm going to flow through both of them. One is number 19, Hectate, the in-between. And this is so, like, where you're at, sweetie. You are standing in the liminal spaces of the in-between of what was and what will be. Who you have been and who you are becoming. The Greek goddess of crossroads and the in-between, Hecate, welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but fierce self-inventory. Bless the past for what it has provided, and release all attachments to the stories of what was. Yeah, seeing yourself as fully healed. The implications of what it means for you to be fully healed and not have the condition that you had before and how people perceive you, right? It's like that thing where you're somebody like me and, you know, sometimes people will look at me a certain way and then I'll say, like, do you assume that I've always looked like this my whole life and I'm going to be 51? And of course they do. And it's like, baby girl, I've been bigger than you. Right? I've been larger than you. You're looking at me like I'm this small fry and I got everything set and it's always been, and it's like, you don't know, right? I've had 3 C-sections 3 times where I wondered, am I ever going to be normal again and be able to, like, right? Like, I was cutting 2. Is whether a C-section is common now and it's like no big fucking deal, you're sliced in half, motherfuckers. That's it, right? The healing of that. So assuming, but how the projection of how other people treat you when you don't have the certain pain or the certain condition anymore is huge sometimes. It's radical. Dawn, yeah, I knew it was a lot, sweetie. 6th surgery in 12 years. Dawn, you inspired me to make a new video. 12-year battle over. Time to heal. Yes. And the amplified, the believing in it, the knowing that you're there. Um, there's people, Dawn. I don't mean to digress, but the rest is pretty much self-explanatory, right? There's no extra guidance or anything per se in the book, right? But I forget what I was gonna say. Damn. I forget what I was gonna say. Yes, Allie, the maid, the maiden, and the crone. Yup. Tim, the moon and I do not get along. One of my granddaughters says the moon is Earth. Not always quite sure about the moon at this point right now, to be honest. Tim, I can turn a butter knife into a razor and shave with it. Roar. Right on, dude. Allie. Ooh, that's what you had? A jalapeno and mushroom calzone? Roar. Oh, whoa. Thank you, Allie. Amplifying for Dawn, eh? Especially with the full moon. Hectate is that of the full moon. And in between, yeah. Eclipse coming up. Well, we're already in the energy, like the portal of it. Exactly, Allie says, oh snap, go Dawn. We're releasing what no longer serves us. Yup. Allie, it was a 19-2 for a 10, the end of cycles. To the 1, the beginning. You're going to set your crystals out during the eclipse, Dawn? All right on. Tim, 3 of my granddaughters are redheads and blue eyes. They're the ones that woke me up. Roar. That's beautiful that they were connected enough to be able to harness it too, though. Seriously. Right? Roar. Yeah. When we went to the East Coast in 2019, and I swear it wasn't even family based or people that just the energy of in general, just the red hair and the blue eyes like amplified everywhere. It's huge. The energy of it. Whew. When we came back, I worked as a nanny for a while, and one of the little girls had flaming red hair, like really long, mid back. She was 7, I think, or 6. Anyways, when I would brush her hair, the energy exchange of brushing hair that's red is like then again, I'm one of those people who's super sensitive. I just don't touch people for no reason. I'm not some sort of hairdresser. There's a reason I can serve the energy because I feel it. Okay, Dawn, this is the second card. So 2 cards flipped out at the same time earlier, right, Dawn? The first one is Hecate. And the second one is Ocean 40, Generosity. And although Dawn asked for the card, any message that flows through and resonates is for you as well, right? Excuse me. Ocean, generosity. There's a universal law that centers on unrestrained generosity and flow. Oshun, the benevolent Yoruban river goddess, the representation of nourishment, healing, fertility, prosperity, reminds you that life has given to you freely. It's your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectations of receiving anything in return. The goddess Oshun encourages you to allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gesture. The very very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, time, money, assistance, kindness, and care will provide more value than you can imagine. And when you release all attachment to the outcome, you will be surprised and see how the good fortune you have bestowed on others comes back to you tenfold. Oshun reminds you that this is a truth. It's existed since time began, and it will continue until the world's very end. Allie, I waited on a beautiful redheaded blue-eyed couple this weekend, and I almost said something about their royalty like 18 times, and I miraculously kept it under my hat. I don't know how you did. I don't know how you did. Right? And for me, it's one of the reasons, right, that I enjoyed working the public so much. Yeah, I might not have had the words or awareness of my gifts or my certain abilities and certain things, but there's a reason I work, public and chose to be head of the front of the house, and then I would like, fuck this shit, I'm going back, and I only want to be in the kitchen, right? And seeing and stuff, but yeah, like spitting out before it even comes out, before I even realize that it's come out. Like someone that has like red hair that's curly as well, right? Like I can't help it. It's like, you're curly, right? Like, that's amplified. There was a dude the other day walking in the parking lot, and the way, like when we were waiting for a cab, and the way and how far he was, and how Lily's, she doesn't really enjoy that I do stuff that embarrasses her, but like the curliness of the red hair, I almost screamed, I love your hair. But yeah, it was just a little bit, because it's not about being shy to do it, but the way, it's kind of like the way the wind was, the angle, how far, it would have had to be like projected out there, like, okay, that's a little too much, Mom. Right? When my kids say that's a little too much, Mom, and it's like, I know I went too far, I don't care. Is this worth it, right? Oh my God. We're already sitting under a no smoking sign, and I'm having a cigarette. I think I've gone. I know. My lack of maturity, but.
No smoking sign right next to a security guard.
Yeah, that one time, a couple weeks ago, there was a security guard and the sign, and it was like, I'm still staying here. And Lily was like, Mom, no, Mom, no, Mom. Yes, Allie, it's like, oh shit, my weird is showing again. Yeah, and I'm going to be really, Allie, buckle in, buttercup, but the harsh truth about children is when they hit a certain age, like how everything that I ever did was like magical and amazing, and I was like super mom, like to my baby, my toddler, my child, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, hit that other road of like the eye rolling, the oh my God, Mom, the this and the that. Shush, yes. So shushing, lots of shushing. A lot of shushing goes on for me. I probably get shushed now. I probably get shushed now more than I did by my mom when I was a kid. I wish I was joking. I know, I got it. That's why I stream a long time, guys. It's the only time she lets me talk. She doesn't shush me. Okay, should I stop? Mom? Mom, you need help in the bathroom? Mom? No. Okay. Oh my gosh. Tim, I'm better off sitting in a tractor. That way I don't hurt anybody's feelings. Oh my gosh. I was just listening to something, Quick Dick McDick. He's in Saskatchewan. His channel, I look at him on Instagram and on YouTube. And he's Saskatchewan farmland, and he comedian and stuff too. But before I came in, and yeah, he was ranting in his tractor. Something about Trudeau. Oh, baby girl. Dawn, 12 years ago, I was hurt by water. And now you made water positive.
Hello, madam.
Wild, sweet Genevieve. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Did you not realize I was
I
there?
realized you were there, but I was having a moment.
We do like some cuisine.
Oh, I've got your new chef, Allie. I got your new chef. We're just we're just a country away. Technically,
make
we're not
burnt
really
bacon for
far.
I'll make burnt bacon for you.
Why? You could actually cook good bacon. Why would you burn it? Allie, that would be so cool. The commute would be easy. Yeah. You know what's funny though is that Amy was
Ow! I snapped my thing.
awesome. Amy was 10 going on 11, so Lily's age when I was pregnant with Lily and was manager of Temagami Shores, which had the full kitchen, but I lived in as well, managing the motel and the cottages and all that jazz, right? But Amy worked her balls off, not because she had to, because she wanted to. She was a better waitress than some of the actual waitresses. The waitresses would ask her to go to a table when they were like too busy, knowing she could handle their tables. You know what I mean? It was really cool. Indigo Rose, same. The shush, be seen, not heard, sometimes not seen. Yeah. Allie, I've been looking at farmland again these past few weeks. Trying not to look at stuff. I know I should because it's like that thing of the, I don't know. Yeah, Allie, the wicked brows, eh? Just make my baby rock. Timo, I don't trade with my grandkids with dollars. We trade with doll hairs. Rawr. I used to cut my dolls' hairs too. Dawn, 3 acres is a lot to tend to. Heck yeah. And Allie specified, yeah, Dawn, much can be actually done on 3 acres for really. Yeah, sure, Dawn. Can I share that 60-second video I just made? Yeah. Jesus Christ, Tim. What color is that? I want to say, like, which one? My son's a heavy equipment mechanic, so he works with tractors on the other end. He's a fixer.
Ooh, these shirts are really fast.
My tractor has a mini refrigerator in it, and it drives itself. I just to make sure it turns in the right directions. Full steam ahead, eh, Ellie? Yeah, no shit, eh?
This thing turns just very fast.
Awesome.
I plugged it in like an hour ago. Or 2, I don't know.
I don't know if I could ever like really drive a real tractor of now with all like the bells and whistles and shit. It seems very complicated to me.
Can I make my chicken burger? Because the thing is already there and we'll heat it up.
Like not
Where's the
even
buns?
for you have to cut the bun or I'll cut it.
Alright, hey everybody, it is 4 o'clock on November 7th, 2022.
birthday.
Do a little sky video real fast, tell you guys how surgery went. It's too hard to hold this phone and walk, so it's gonna be right there, sorry. Things went good. I can wiggle my toes, which is wonderful. I have feeling in my feet and legs that I have not felt in 12 years. So we have a walker that we'll be using for the foreseeable future. Just doing this little video for the record. Maybe the new thing, but we're still going to be able to be out here and enjoy the things like my
Rawr,
garden,
nice tree.
beautiful sky, appreciate all your positive vibes, prayers. Really did good. Thank you guys.
Nice trunk, baby. Nice trunk, baby. Thank you, Dawn. What, honey?
How long do I cook
It's already cooked, so like 6 minutes just for the time maybe that it.
and then like 3,
Allie, love you girls. Thank you for keeping me company.
350 or something?
Put it at 3 because 3 is 350.
300.
Allie, love you girls. Thank you for keeping me company for lunch. Sending you all the good vibrations. See you soon. Yeah, sweetie.
Where are the buns?
I'm gonna come and cut it. Give me a second. Trace, we just painted our little tractor red and added a trailer hitch to the back of the riding lawnmower. Right on, sweetie. My brother's stuff. Cool beans. Timo, I want to buy some cards, but I don't know which ones to buy. Do you know where there's somewhere you can go and be like, I don't know, for me, I only have access to one spot here where I am. It's like a bookstore. So it's like a normal bookstore, and then there's a section with cards. And that's my favorite way, Tim, because then I get to see, look at the box. I'm not really the best online person. Some people thrive on that. So if you like looking online, then put like a subject or something. I started with angel cards, but I would always go for like, especially if you're a nature, earthy, elemental type of person, like animal, spirit animal cards can be nice, right? There's so much stuff out there, Tim, that it's crazy. You could have like, you know, a favorite something or a book, and then there's like a deck based off that. Like, and one of the examples of that is like Alice in Wonderland. There's different cards based off the book, the story, the archetype, right? The mythology of that. So there's so much. It depends. Sometimes just being open and saying I'm ready, and you'll be guided right to it.
Mom.
For me, that's what happens. Oh.
Just a little bit, I swear. I don't need this much. I don't need that much.
Give me a second. Yeah. Just the way that you said, not.
What are some toppings for butter? I don't know. Except toppings.
Well, you don't like mayonnaise, so.
I know, but it's just ketchup.
Ketchup with the chicken. Yeah, I wouldn't put. That was awesome, Dawn. Sorry, I didn't mean to show the vid and then just like boom, all of that. But yeah, for the cards, Tim as well. Sometimes just being open to the cards. I don't know if you're still here or anyone else, but just being open to the cards, you'd be surprised at how fast a deck will come to you. So just the fact that if you openly truly want it and you're, when your soul is pushing you and ready for you to have it as well, how it comes into your reality by, you could be gifted a deck tomorrow randomly out of the blue by someone and just be like, because the universe the universe wanted you to be open to it, to be able to receive, you know what I mean? Or you'll be guided to it, but all of it, it's interesting. Because I know for myself, when I questioned, why do I even use these cards? Then I had an inflow of certain decks come to me, right? They came to me. I didn't go out and seek them and buy them. I got them gifted to keep me on track. Because I was questioning, why do I bother? Why do I use these? Like, okay, so that works. So I do get messages. Like, so what? Right? So ways that, you know what I mean? The universe keeps me on track of why I would keep on using them, for example. When I get bored, or even I will get angry at my cards, because I'm not angry at the cards per se, but the messages that come through. But the messages that come through is like let's use this card as an example. It doesn't show really good, but there's the number. So the number 6 is a message. The word honeybee is a message. The smaller word here, reciprocity, is a message. The dude surrounded and having the crown of daisies, like that's a whole other level of imagery, right? So really what comes up intuitively for me or for you or for anyone from this card can be completely like the book, bleh, it doesn't mean anything with it. So sometimes I just need to separate myself from realizing that the book, the opinion, what's written, and what is actually on the card can be separate as well as used together in tandem. And you know what I mean by that is that to trust yourself with the messages that you're getting. It's about you reading the cards, not the cards and you being of service to knowing certain things of the cards. Thank you, Dawn. Indigo Rose says, this is crazy because my middle name is Dawn and I'm having back issues and my toes are on fire. And you're not the only one that's passing through really the spine stuff right now. The spine feeling like jello or as if it's being reconstructed. Hey, Anita, I called you in not long ago. The word ignited was on the screen, so I said shout out Anita. So this is not necessarily a card that I pulled, but I guess I did pull it to use it as an example, right, Anita? About how, like, the beauty of the cards and then being able to separate from the book. You know what I mean? How it's possible. It's important as well. Because if you read those books and you think that stuff is like verbatim, you're screwed. Right? Just like any other thing. The back, spinal issues. Yes, Anita. There's like a rewiring. A term that somebody has used is it's like as if there's like something going through, like almost like an egg going through the, around in the back area. Again, the jello feeling, the feeling that if I move too fast, it's like I can almost like, whoa, right? Like if I move too fast, I almost feel like I'm flipping myself into a different dimension. Like I'm not so stretchy and bendy and doing like standing on my head and stuff these days because it's like I don't need the flow of like more, right? The restructure of everything is huge. I don't even know if that's the right words for it. Dawn, it was spinal stenosis, L4, S1 nerve damage. Indigo says I need a double fusion. Right on, Timo. My last job was a John Deere technician, diesel. Timo, I'm the last person that should be awake here. Ah, but it's quite the opposite. It's quite the opposite. My son is in that stage where he's 25 and he's in that never land of having the partner and having to support the family already, like, you know, at the age that he's at, and therefore he's in the never of the little dude that is so woke in there playing the script of the man who's not, for not for lack of better words, but for the ultimate detachment, right? I'm not seeing it with my mother eyes. I'm seeing it from like the highest possible view that I can, that's so detached that it's almost like it's not even me that's the mother, but I am looking down at my little chicklets and what they're choosing right now as their paths, right? Whoa. And no, to be honest, Tim, one of the things that is needed the most is anyone with like the boots on the ground, the knowing of certain things, right? It doesn't really matter if people are like spiritual and they think that they've read stuff, so they think they can go live off grid, and then you ain't even slept in the woods one day alone in your life. You don't know what it's like to not have sounds around you, right? Like the adaptation of what it takes to go from a matrix world perspective to completely shifting into other stuff is huge for people, right? That's why it's taking so fucking long collectively. Indigo, I can't get the surgery due to insurance, so I'm trying to pray and meditate. Plus use the time for inner healing. I can go on the walks with a stick, but then I'm down the entire next day. Yeah. Dawn, I'm not sure if insurance will cover it, but I would have went into the wheelchair within a year without it. Hugs, Indigo. I was denied surgery in 2017, and it took 5 years to find a doctor to help. Roar, thanks for sharing, guys. Dawn, I had a mess with the state Medicaid and insurance. Maybe I can help. Yeah, Tim, I think it starts with that. I always enjoy watching people pulling my cards, and that's why I would want to play with cards. Yes. And I like the word that you just used, play with cards, because it's a tool, and it's a tool to be enjoyed. That's why, whatever you're guided to that resonates for you. And how the reason that we start watching people that do things that we don't actually do is sometimes to guide us to do our own stuff, right? And there's so many different tools, Tim, the tool man Taylor. So many different tools to use to validate, you know, your heart and dreams, or what you just stuff in general, right? But
Bria's so good.
like, I don't pull cards for myself when I'm sitting here, or even if, no matter, you know what I mean? Like, it's rare. And the cards are all sitting here because they're all set up for the live streams. But I use them to accentuate like stuff that I've said, or I really don't ever really try to, like, you know, clean up my talk and be all spiritual and just, so I speak how I speak. So pulling cards helps to like put in a different perspective out loud or visually things I've already said, or things that are coming up for other people, right? Anita, you pull cards for yourself nearly every day. Roar, that's beautiful. And there has been the timeline where I have, but I'm not at that right now. And I think that if I did, one of the reasons that is if I did, then I probably wouldn't use them more after. I don't know if that makes sense, but. Trace, little Rose looked like dude on the card. Haha, this is what you looked like yesterday. Yes, that's what Lily looked like yesterday. Good one, Tracy. Ah, yesterday, yep. Hey, Anita. How's everything going, sweetie? The spine feeling like being reconstructed. Yeah, I don't mean to be so late in the chat, but hey. Honeybee. Wow, I have bees everywhere in my yard right now. Nice. Is that what the card said? Or Henry something? No. Reese. Like a chocolate bar Reese too, eh? Number 1 Matrix Man. Reese. Reese, chocolate bar. Structure. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Anita, my back was in so much pain last night and I didn't have anyone to help me physically. And I got upset. My son wouldn't help yesterday. He was grumpy yesterday. And no way my son could handle. No way my son could handle off grid. The quiet bush here is already too much of a difference for him. He's so used to his loud dad till now. Yeah, it's a whole flipping, eh? And as much as we can aspire to think, I was sitting here the other day and Anita thinking like, okay, I've gone from my like hick, nowhere, back road, butt fuck, one road in, one road out timelines for the last years. I get this divine detour of a city. I'm so used to certain sounds that sometimes I feel like crying because I'm like asking myself, am I jaded? Because I'm used to them. But I was thinking the other night because I was listening to certain sounds and, what I'm used to in this city for like a couple of years. And I was sitting here thinking, holy shit, if I was sitting in butt-fuck nowhere in a cottage by myself with Lily, I'd be shitting my pants right now that there's no sound. I'm going to have to re-flip myself into the version of me that is not accustomed to being used to being on guard to hearing sirens all the time. Right? To hearing all of it. And how long it took me, how much fight or flight I had to even survive hearing this, to flip myself into like, It's weird. I was thinking that. So yeah, I can understand your son having, it's culture shock, right? Because it's like the differentness. And bush is bush. Australian bush, Canada back road bush, it's bush. There's sounds that is fucked up. Scares grown ass men. They don't sleep in the woods alone, right? So yeah. I love it. Tim, yes, my back and my feet are always on fire the last years. Last 3 days times 10. Yeah. Thanks, Tim. Same here. I know we're flipped into something different, but I don't have the words. Woke up this morning thinking I was in a different dimension, and I'm not really sure if I'm not. I haven't seen anyone today yet, so I'm not sure. Yeah. It doesn't, I don't see that the reflections of other people anymore really categorize whether I am in a certain embodiment or dimension anymore, whether they're still there as a reflection or not. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but there's a differentness that is in the energy, the air, the collective signature going on right now that there's no words for it, because it's beyond words. It really is. I can't. The more I try to think of words, it's like hurting, because my whole heart is like, it's not about words. It's about feeling it. Feeling it. Exactly. Trace B. I woke up in London this morning and it's been on my mind all day. Yeah. And you've been here pretty much the whole stream. I don't know whether your attention on the screen or not, but I always have said it, I think, too, eh? When Carl with a K, and I'm pointing out certain syllables and stuff because it's important. But Carl Page came in, I held up the bus, and then when Squirrel Sniper, right, came in after. So, and then the Dreaming, the London baby. Oh, I don't think it's negative, sweetie. Thanks for sharing what's going on. You guys have a lovely day. I'm sorry to throw my negative life right now. Going through some good things too. Love out to ya. You as well, sweetie. Trace, the cards I saw in London might have something to do with these playing cards I got at a yard sale. Never used, in a little container. I don't know. I'm pondering right now. Exactly. Anita says, never be sorry, Indigo. Yeah. It's gotta come out. That makes so much freaking sense, Anita. The first few weeks he was panicking, thinking he was hearing something in his ear because he thought he had tinnitus from the cicadas, etc. Yeah, exactly. And just there's a heightened hearing already as well, and it's amplifying all the time. So, yeah. There's a part of it too that when you harness the symphony of it, Anita, versus the fact that you see it or perceive it as a noise or a distraction or out of place, where every sound is a symphony. And that's how I adapt to here in the city, right? If I can ground my freaking self around the traffic, the cadence of certain things becomes familiar and appreciated even. So a couple months ago, or at some timeline, somebody said like, oh my god, that guy with his diesel truck and blah 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 blah, and the sound, and why do people have trucks like that? And I was like, I fucking love that truck. And he's like, what do you mean? It's like, I fucking love it. I was like, it's one of the only consistent sounds that sounds like home or what I'm used to in my life. So the consistency of that dude starting his truck before he goes to work and letting her run, or coming home or doing whatever he does is grounding to me, right? It's grounding to me. It's good to me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. Fuck. It's good, right? And there's this squirrel in the window, little sucker. What are you doing? Dude. The window's totally shut. It's like really windy and cold out there. Oh, that was like, whoa. Okay, that was a squirrel. Squirrel. Sorry, I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore because there's a squirrel. Tim, I'm always looking to validate something. I can't leave it alone. I just have to keep looking. See, I'm a good let it go, let it go. If it's meant for me, I'm going to have it validated. If it's not, fine. fine. Anita, yeah, I agree, G. I can't tell from the reflections anymore. I know how I'm feeling when I'm alone the best. Roar, exactly. It's so away. Yep. Anita, I asked you a long while ago if you knew a page as it was coming up for me. And I just heard you say page. Is there anyone in here? No, not that I know of. And page, written that way, no one has come into here, as far as I know, not identified as that. And there's people that I have or that I watch or that I don't know what their names are, so it's always possible that Paige is a part of our reality already and we're just not aware of it too, Anita. Right? Just writing it out. We'll see if there's a sync already. Anita, yeah, I love bush noise. It's a symphony. Yeah. Dawn, sun called, dinner time. Have a great night, Genevieve and all. You as well. And Trace, oh my god, I got so mad at the garbage truck for backup beeping. Come to find out, he was picking up all the stuff I put out. I felt so crunchy. I'll never get mad at the garbage truck again. Roar. My ex was public works, so he did the garbage, so I got a thing for that. Kind of like all the sounds of it. I'm not even joking. For real. I'm not even gonna lie. There's an orange Kubota coming. I don't know. Anytime it snows for the first time, it hopefully will park its ass right there as my little like wee hey baby. So we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he's gonna stay parked there. But there's a dump truck. There's a dump truck that parks near where he lives. And I don't know what time it is, but if when I'm awake and I'm not sleeping, it's what usually will lull me back to sleep. He starts the fucking dump truck, stays running for a while, and it's not even cold yet. So the cycle of how long it runs is going to get longer and longer. I fucking love it. I'm the only person who doesn't get pissed when there's like, they're destroying the road in front of the house and like, construction all day. I swear. Oh my god, Trace. I'll never get mad at the garbage truck again. Roar. No way, Anita. What a sync, dude. Anita's waiting for the garbage truck to come right now. Roar. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh. Trace, I had that 20 bags of junk. I cleaned the place out, and I don't know what all it had, but it's all gone. Gone, baby, gone. Yup. Proud of you, sweetie. Sometimes you just gotta get her done, and that's the way to go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I'm gonna grab this Ascended Masters, one of my French decks, and I am going to woo you with my French. And the answer is yes, oui. So yeah, Ganesh is a little bit mysterious, but yes, whatever, yes, it's yes, oui. Um, elephant energy comes up to you. Trey says, my daughter intervened. She said, come on, let's get it done. Drove 9 hours to get here and I procrastinated so bad. That's why I told that mouse to stop talking to me. Anita, I'm going to grab you one of these, sweetie. Higher ground, Anita. Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what's going on now. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course might become apparent. You'll be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there's nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that might be unresolved from your past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. Once you achieve higher ground perspective, you find yourself filled with peace, a beautiful outcome. Tim, I thought that tinnitus came from loud equipment, but that's not true. My hearing is perfect, but the ringing never ends. Excuse me. That's how I got rid of my Wi-Fi. Did it work when you got rid of your Wi-Fi? Is my question. Anita specifies the ringing is a drastic change in the frequencies, Tim. Exactly. I would wonder, did getting rid of the Wi-Fi do anything at all? Because I personally, I am not of the, like, I don't resonate for myself of a belief system that I need to turn my Wi-Fi off or, certain things even, right? I need a service. It's there for my greater good. It's good for me. It's amplified for me to find other people and them to find me. It serves me. It's good. It's pure. That's it, right? Anita, my mom just brought me a lily plant to put at my door entrance. She said it will bring peace in. Hey, White Tupac. You coming in from Super Dave's share? From his community post? Welcome in. Yeah? All right on. Thanks for coming in. Where are you in the world, if that's okay to ask? I'm in Northeast Ontario, Canada. Yeah, they're ringing for sure. Right on to White Tupac. That's awesome. Canada East. Rar, I was just talking about East Coast energy. What was I saying? I forget. Oh, the red-haired energy of Cape Breton. Near Ottawa? Cool beans. You ain't so far from me. As the crow flies, it's about 4 hours maybe. Whee! Yeah. Welcome, welcome. There we go. If you feel like sharing anything, I just subbed. Anita, good point, sweetie. There's a few frequencies you can use for the tinnitus. Just the sound. It's the sound, but it's the. Sometimes it really just gets down to the asking, what are you saying? What is this? What does it mean? Or what's the message? I don't know how to explain because I believe we're all so different, but there's a really big belief system part of me that is ingrained to believe that nothing is outside of us. So there's a certain consent of like why where certain things are happening. So the consent might be on such a soul level that our mind still like can't conceive to agree to understand why, but right? Um I'm going to throw out a theory here. I'm not someone who has common tinnitus or ringing in the ear, ever. I'm going to be 51. I have on and off ringing in the ear. I have on and off ear stuff, always. I also have an inner DJ that runs pretty much all the time. By inner DJ, what I mean by that is a word, a number, a phrase will come up, and certain songs just kind of are flowing through, right? So there's always something flowing. But I don't know how to say it. I don't commonly have just a steady ringing. But what I have instead is a constant, whether I want to be aware of it or not, whether I want to pretend it's there or not, whether I want to chameleon into my own self and act as if it's not there. I hear amplified, I hear thoughts, or I hear energy, right? The hearing of stuff, or the seeing beyond the veil, the seeing the layers. So sometimes people's tinnitus, the ringing is like a block for something else, or a light language, an inner symphony that has to be harnessed for what it is. Um, because sometimes the frequency of what you perceive as ringing is actually your higher self, like a flow to you. And I don't like using words and trying to explain this. I like planting that little seed of if you start thinking about it, because when people implant what they believe happens or how everybody is, it takes away the imagination of leaving your mind open for what it actually is doing for you. So when I gift a crystal to somebody, I don't even often remember the name of it, and I will give it away. And like, unless it's an amethyst or a pink quartz, like I don't remember and I don't know. And even if I do know the properties of what that crystal is for, I don't implant the person with this is for this or this is for that. Why? Because I have a belief system that pink quartz is for something, but what pops up for the person that goes to look at rose quartz, goes to look for themselves, the the message is going to be different. And every time you look it up will be different as well. Right? There's going to be something a little bit different all the time. It's like if you read a book that's your favorite book, and if you read it every year from the first time you've ever read it, every year that you read it, there's something inside of you that made you read it because you remember, grasp something, or it opens something up inside of you. Right? Tim, I'm going to send you a smile in your cards to see if you can find it in 4 minutes. Anita, the inner DJ, yes, constant for me. Yeah, and me too, I hear a lot. Yeah, same. So, I only have a little bit of battery life left. I'm going to be done the stream. I don't tend to wrap up the stream and take a lot of time because I've been streaming for a while now and it's just like, boom, when I'm done, I'm done. I'm going to finish with the goddess unless something else comes up. Loves you, Anita. You're very welcome. Thank you for yours. I'm just glad you came in today. I don't know what BFE stands for, Tim. Roar. Okay, 2 came out. I don't have Wi-Fi. I live in the middle of BFE. I don't know what BFE is. Okay, so my lady Artemis. Focus, number 4, Artemis, my lady. In order to fully embrace the intentions you set in motion and your current conditions, it's important to seize the moment. Now is the time you can truly make your mark. As the Greek goddess of the hunt, Artemis will help guide your arrow. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever's calling for your attention. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus, and allow yourself the deep experience of deep abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. Poof! Hey, Matrix Man, Artemis, rawr. I mean, need me a bow, like so much. Okay, and the other card that came up. Are you going to stream tonight, Matrix Man? Matrix? You going to stream later, dude? Card number 12, Ellen, patterns. Have you noticed patterns in your life that lead to positive experiences? Developing positive habits introduces new patterns into the fabric of reality and will support your dreams as they take form in the material world. It takes awareness and discipline. He's not good at the discipline part. I'm really good at the awareness part. But discipline and I are like, what? No. To make this happen. And I say that, but I'm pretty disciplined for some stuff, I guess. It's time to allow yourself the experience of new happiness. If you do, the Celtic goddess of paths and patterns, Ellen, will show you new ways to your dreams. All manner of miracles are possible. Now is the time to build bridges across any divides with others that have temporarily separated you. Your path is clear. The way will be shown as you make new choices for your life with the goddess known as Ellen of Ways. Ellen! It's not tinnitus. I thought it was. Yeah, I think sometimes, Tim, it's beyond what the word of it is, because I don't know how to explain it, but it's just beyond the word of it in a way. Yeah, me love Elena Ways too. And Artemis is my lady. Yep. Matrix, man. Oh god, I gotta stop streaming because my mouth and my head and my, I think I might have an appetite and be hungry. Definitely need, like, it's gotta be 4:20 somewhere. It's gotta be 4:20 somewhere. I'm the same, Matrix man. Seeing if I'm led to it. The flow knows, not moi, not me. Same. I don't know until I know. That's what's really hard too, of like, just, I only know if I know. Like, really. And I can be sitting there saying, I'm not streaming today, and then all of a sudden it's like, psh, right? Here we go. Do, 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 do. Oh, I love you too, Trisby. Hey, Show Me Sasquatch. How's it going, dude? You doing a pokeroo? Put your left foot in. Shake it all about. Oh, I love you, dude. Yeah, he's done. Riding along in my automobile. I don't even have an automobile. Okay, I gotta stop. I need to giggle. I'm gonna go off and giggle. I'll be back. Actually, I won't be back, but I'm going off to giggle.